Welcome to Series 6, From Observer to Operator. What are we going to learn in this series? 1. Why rules matter. 2. Emotional versus mechanical trading. 3. Intro to quant thinking, no math fear. 4. What a trading system looks like. 5. Roadmap to become a mechanical trader. Let's start learning now. Markets are uncertain by nature. No one knows what will happen next, and that uncertainty is exactly why rules matter. Most traders believe rules limit freedom. In reality, rules remove confusion. Uncertainty leads to decisions, and decisions lead to errors. When markets are moving fast, your brain is forced to make decisions under pressure. That is where mistakes happen. Rules exist to remove decision-making in the moment. Rules lead to fewer decisions, and fewer decisions lead to fewer mistakes. Rules do not predict the market, they control your behavior. When stress increases, rules protect capital. When emotions rise, rules act as a safety barrier. Professionals do not rely on intelligence during execution. They rely on predefined rules decided in calm conditions. That is why professional trading looks boring. Boring is stable. Stable is survivable. Your system is built on this idea. Every rule exists to answer one question. Are you allowed to trade or not? If the answer is no, the trade is blocked without debate. This is the moment you shift from observer to operator. An operator does not argue with rules. An operator executes them. Remember this one-line key takeaway from this chapter. Rules don't restrict you, they protect you. Once you accept this, you stop fighting the market and start working with a system. Let's move to next slide for more insights. Most trading losses do not come from lack of knowledge. They come from emotional reactions. When a trade goes against you, fear increases. When a trade goes in your favor, greed increases. This is how emotional trading works. Price movement leads to emotion, and emotion leads to reaction. In emotional trading, every outcome changes your next decision. A small loss feels personal. A small profit creates overconfidence. The process keeps changing. These are reaction-based decisions. Now look at mechanical trading. Rules lead to execution, and execution leads to outcome. Mechanical trading does not react to outcomes. It follows a predefined process. Losses are expected. Wins are expected. Neither one changes the rules. This is the key difference. Emotional trading tries to feel comfortable. Mechanical trading tries to stay consistent. Consistency is more important than comfort. Rules act like a circuit breaker. They prevent overtrading after losses. They prevent overconfidence after wins. They prevent revenge trades. They prevent panic exits. A mechanical system does not care how you feel. And that is its biggest advantage. This is why professional traders remove discretion during execution. They know emotions are unreliable under pressure. When you trade mechanically, you stop fighting yourself. So remember this one-line key takeaway from this slide. Emotions react. Rules repeat. If you want consistent results, you must remove emotional reactions and replace them with mechanical execution. Now, having understood this, let's move to next slide for more insights. When people hear the word quant, they immediately think of complex mathematics, formulas, and coding. That fear stops them before they even begin. Let me simplify this. Quant does not mean complicated math. Quant means repeatable logic. Quant means if, then, else. If a condition is true, you act. If it is not true, you do nothing. There is no prediction here, only probabilities. No prediction, only probability. Most powerful trading systems are built on very simple rules. The strength comes from consistency, not complexity. The math is already embedded inside the rules. You do not need to calculate it during trading. Rules hide the math. Your job is not to compute. Your job is to follow the logic. If the condition passes, the trade is allowed. If even one condition fails, the trade is blocked. This binary approach removes confusion. It removes overthinking. It removes fear. Quant thinking is not about being smart. It is about being repeatable. That is why mechanical traders focus on building systems, not opinions. So remember this one-line key takeaway. Quant thinking is logic, not math. Once you accept this, you stop being afraid of systems and start trusting clear rules. Now let's move to next slide to dive in deeper. Many traders say they have a system, but when you ask them what it is, the answer is usually vague. A real trading system is not an idea. It is not an opinion. It is not a feeling. A trading system is a clear decision structure. A system is rules, plus sequence, plus discipline. A proper system answers 4 questions in advance: entry, risk, exit, review. First, entry. The system tells you exactly when a trade is allowed. Second, risk. The system defines how much you can lose before you enter the trade. Third, exit. The system decides how and when a trade ends, not your emotions. Fourth, review. The system evaluates execution, not outcomes. If any of these parts are missing, you do not have a system. You have discretion. There is no ambiguity during execution. The most important feature of a real system is that there are no decisions inside the trade. All decisions are made before execution. When the mind is calm, during the trade, you simply follow instructions. This is why systems feel boring, and this is why they work. A system does not guarantee profits. It guarantees consistency. And consistency is the foundation on which long-term results are built. Remember this one-line key takeaway from this slide. If decisions exist during a trade, it is not a system. Once you understand this, you will stop searching for better ideas and start building better processes. Becoming a mechanical trader does not happen in one step. It is a progression. Most people fail because they try to jump stages. Let me show you the correct roadmap. Observer, operator, practitioner, architect. An observer learns how markets work. They watch, listen, and understand structure. That is what you have been doing so far. An operator starts executing rules, not perfectly, but consistently. They stop asking why during execution and focus on what to do. A practitioner repeats the process. They apply the same rules again and again until discipline becomes habit. An architect goes one level higher. They review performance. They refine systems. They think in terms of probabilities and process. There are no shortcuts. Each stage requires time. Each stage requires discipline. You cannot skip observation. You cannot shortcut execution. And you cannot automate discipline. This roadmap is not about speed. It is about stability. If you follow this progression, you stop chasing markets and start building a process. And once a process is in place, results become a byproduct. So remember this one-line key takeaways from this slide. Systems are built step by step, not overnight. If you respect the process will take care of the outcomes. Let's recap what we have learned and move to last slide. Let's recap the one-line takeaways from this series. Rules don't restrict you, they protect you. Emotions react. Rules repeat. Quant thinking is logic, not math. If decisions exist during a trade, it is not a system. Systems are built step by step, not overnight. Now remember the master key takeaway. From observing markets to operating systems, success comes from discipline, not prediction. With this, we conclude this series, and also the 6th series in our curriculum. If you want to go deeper, we have multiple paths for you. For those who want to see exactly how to deploy the 12-point matrix and implement my system, step by step, a full Udemy course is available. For traders who want to study the deeper logic, why the system was built and why it works, the book The Top-Down Trader by Purvang Gandhi is available on Amazon. And if you want to practice and apply these concepts on current live market charts, you can join our online course. All links are available at ntsinstitute.graphy.com. Thank you for following this series. Respect the process and let the system do the work.